Hey guys, it's Candy. Welcome to my channel. I'm absolutely excited about today's look because it is another crochet braid look. This is from Ywigs and this is their 100% human hair crochet kinky straight. Yes, look at the texture of that. It is absolutely natural and I am a sucker for natural textures. So I'm going to start off by doing a cleansing process just to make sure that if there is any buildup or any dirt, that it gets removed before installing it. And I just allow it to soak for about 10 minutes into this product called Soak It Off, which is an apple cider vinegar based product. So once I have soaked it, then I will go ahead and rinse it until it runs clean and hang it overnight to dry. So of course we are starting off on freshly washed and stretched hair, and the braid pattern for today is just your basic braid back. So this is beginner friendly. I start off with a tiny piece of braiding here just to make sure that it aids in keeping the braids firm enough to secure the crochet style. And yeah, we're just braiding all the way until we get to the back. That is the very first braid, and then once I get to the end, then I curve and continue to braid all the way across to the other side. And this is the most difficult part of the pattern. Everything else is pretty much braided backwards and each braid is connected to the other. So this is where I will put my side part, which is my parting of choice for today's look. And so I'm just making sure that I make that defined part, and once that is done, I braid and overlap those two braids and then continue braiding them back, and everything gets, like I said before, connected with the other. And by the magic of editing, I'm going to continue and we are all done. Voila. So I end up with one tail, which is one single braid, which I use my crochet tool to just weave through the braids to tuck it away. And we are ready for the install. But first, let's nourish our scalp with my One True Natural Shine of Mine. So this is how the hair looks, guys. I love the realistic texture. It looks kind of wavy and crimped at the top and then blown out at the end. And this thread loop that they put in the center of the hair makes it so easy to work with. It's very sturdy, well made, well constructed, and it allows for your crochet style to stay in place. There's no fear of it slipping or sliding or prematurely unraveling. I promise you that. So I just actually use one knot for this look, for this install, because of the nature and the technique used with the hair. With the thread, it is so secure, so I just need to do it once. So I'm just randomly installing the hair as we go along the process, and I'm making sure that I'm being conservative and not too heavy-handed with installing the hair, just to make sure that I am gauging the volume, because this hair is naturally big and it can give you an overwhelming volume if you're not careful. All right, so let's give you a little bit more detail about the hair. Again, as I mentioned before, the hair is their kinky straight 100% human hair, and the length of this hair is 16 inches and the color is natural black. And as mentioned before, I got 3 packs of the hair. Each pack has 2 individual bundles, so in all we had 6 bundles. For this particular style, I did go ahead and use 2.5 of the packs, which is in total 5 of the 6 bundles of hair, and so it goes a long way. So you can use that to decide if this look suits your liking, or if you would need more hair, or if you need less hair. All right, so we're in the front now, so I am showing you guys exactly how I install it. Insert the crochet tool, attach the thread, close it, pull it through, and then you just feed the end of the hair through that loop, and one knot is all you need. So we're just continuing again. Pull it through, slide to tighten, and this is so easy, guys. That is why I said that it's beginner friendly, because it is so easy to install. So this is the progress so far. I did do most of one side, and I'm now moving on to the opposite side. And just a tip I want to share with you guys: once you get to the front, make sure that you're installing each crochet braid as close to the beginning point of the braid as possible, and that helps to give it a more natural look and helps the cornrows to not be as easily detected. So now I am moving on to the final step, which is to install the hair onto the parting section. But guys, remember, this hair cannot be installed like an invisible or a knotless parting method. And so what you want to do is make sure that you pack the hair as close to each other as possible, and this is what is going to create that illusion as if it is actually knotless. Another thing, you want to be sure that those two braids that are going to form the part are very, very close to each other. Make sure that they are in love, that they are best friends, that they are not in any type of malice with each other. They need to be super close, because if that parting is too wide, it is going to look crazy. I promise you that. So even if the other braids in the front of the head are not close, the two braids that are going to form that part, make sure that they are very close to each other. All right. And that's just because of the nature of the hair. So I'm going to go ahead now and tease the hairline a little bit, just to give it a little bit more volume, help to close up those, obvious parts a little bit and give it a even more natural look. So yeah, this is how the hair is, guys. I am so in love with it. And guys, you could wear it just as is, just brush it out and wear it with that nice big natural blown out kinky look. Or you can go ahead and use a flat iron to smooth it out so that you guys can have a more sleek look. And that is the option that I went for. So I'm going to be showing you guys how that turned out. So 1 minute. Yeah, so this is how it turned out, guys, when I used my flat iron to smooth the hair down, yeah, from the roots to the tips. And I did only put the flat iron on medium heat. I did not put it on high heat at all. So if you wanted to have a more sleek look and to have a more silky, silk pressed look, then you could go ahead and use high heat. But I wanted it to still have some texture and just be a nice balance between being silky straight and having somewhat of a blown out look. And this is how the back is. And the hair is super duper lightweight. I love the fact that it is very manageable. It doesn't shed at all because of the thread technology or technique. The hair is not going to shed at all. The hair is literally locked in. So I did sight a little kink at the end of the hair, and I'm gonna just go ahead and use the flat iron to smooth it out. Yeah, but guys, this is so quick, so easy, and guys, I can already tell that I'm going to have a lot of fun wearing this hair. Perfect texture, perfect length. Ywigs, you outdid yourself this time. A lot of people are on the market for a more straightened look, and this definitely delivers and over delivers. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Of course, make sure you check the description box for all of the details. Yes, for all of the links, the discount code, and all of the other information that you will find helpful. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you on my next one, and for sure we will talk. Bye.